How are you?
I'm great. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much, man. Much
Thank you
love.
so much for spending time with me this morning. It's bright and
Yeah.
early.
It is. It is early. It's a little earlier than I'm used to, but I work with
Yeah.
it.
Me too. I am so excited and definitely honored to be chatting with you this morning. I
Yes.
listen, I grew up listening to you. Let's just start there. I know I'm not that much younger than you, but definitely old Carolina, Mr. Bombastic, because my family's
Yeah.
Jamaican. So of
Okay.
course, it only makes sense. Only makes
Well,
sense. So
I'm happy to be a part of the soundtracks of your life. So yes, thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. So it's like kind of surreal sitting here looking at you, talking to you like it's amazing. So thank you so much for being here.
Much love, man.
So
Much love.
I where are you located right now?
I'm in Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh,
So
so you're in Jamaica. Okay, okay.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I actually have a show on YouTube. It's called Pedis and Mimosas. And
Mhm.
it's a celebrity interview while we drink mimosas and have pedicures. But of course, the
Oh.
world is going through some things. So I had to create the quarantine edition. So it's Quarantini and Mimosas.
Quarantini and Mimosas. That's
Yes,
a
I
good
had to
one.
get creative. I had to flex my creative muscle there. So you never
uh,
know. I might bring the show on tour, might come to Jamaica. So you have to promise me that you will be a guest on the
that'd be
show.
great,
Okay.
man. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Awesome. So how is quarantine life treating you? I can't believe we're still quarantined.
Yeah, who would have thought that it would have lasted this long? I guess if anywhere I'm going to be quarantined, it would be Jamaica. My kids are here,
Hmm.
my wife, my family, and you know, it's a much nicer weather. you
Yeah,
know,
for
so
sure.
but we've been just kind of riding the wave of it and waiting every day. Things changes every minute. You sometimes you don't know what the protocol is because the protocol changes a lot. So we just got to go and try to keep myself as busy I can tour. So I'm making a lot of records. So hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you miss the most? What do you miss the most about
I
regular
miss
life?
touring. Yeah, I miss touring. Touring was something that I got into music for the touring aspect of it. So I definitely miss that part of it. So yeah, that's what I would think. That's the main thing I miss.
Yeah. So are you gonna do have you done any virtual concerts? Any virtual
Um,
performances?
I've been offered a few, but I'm not a big fan of them. So
Uh,
I'm about. There's a lot of things about me musically that's really selfish. Like I make records to please myself first and hope that they connect. And if they connect, then they connect. I never cultivate a record um, to a trend or to what I think people might like. It's really what my vibe is and where I am in life that I create records. And concerts are the same thing. When I do them, I do it for that feeling and that energy that I get from an audience and how it makes
right.
me feel. And hopefully that resonates back with an audience and they get a great show. I think having it virtual and not having that energy is not as fun for me. Um, so I'm just not in the vibe for that. So I've been offered a few of them, and some of them I just don't get
Yeah.
into. Well, it
Yeah.
all depends on the amount of zeros on the end of that figure, though.
Oh, I feel you on that. I
Yes,
completely
ma'am.
understand that. Yeah. I didn't
Yes,
realize
ma'am.
how important, human interaction really was until it was taken away. So used to texting and not really wanting to talk on the phone and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And now, even I went out last weekend and I'm just like, wow, I really miss being around people, really miss just the regular human interaction. So
Hmm.
that's something that I've learned. Have you learned anything new during this time that you didn't
Um.
necessarily know about yourself before?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's what was good is connecting back with my family. Because obviously you're always touring and always off. So it's good to be interacting with my family. You always wonder to yourself that because you tour so much, I wonder, are they going to be just seeing total stranger when I'm home? Because we're not connecting, and
Mm,
nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, we've connected in such a great way. I'm so connected to my daughters,
nice.
uh, and I got into like cooking, and I feel I like the gratification I get from preparing meals for them, and both of us kind of just cooking it up in the kitchen and having a good time and watching movies and stuff like that. So it was a cool kind of a departure, you know, and just to slow it down and make you realize that there are more important things in life also, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's your favorite thing to cook in the kitchen?
I do everything from for my daughters. I do there's a spaghetti and clams that I do for them that they really really like, you know.
Mm,
But I like, you know, I do a brown stew fish, which is my favorite thing to do.
nice, nice, nice. Brown stew, anything.
Brown stew, anything out there. But you know,
Yeah.
we're in Jamaica. We're raised on gravy.
Yeah. Yup.
We're raised on gravy. I mean, it's not the healthiest thing, you know. It's far from it. But and as I get, you know, older in life, I have less of it. But you know, it's every now and then it's almost like a treat, a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, and that's probably how you maintained your boyish look here. Cause I'm like, damn, you just had a birthday. I'm so serious. You just had a birthday a month
Yeah,
ago, right?
I had
And
a birthday. Yeah.
52 where? What in the Jamaican Benjamin button is going on here? Like,
Well, thank you. You know, a lot of it is genetics. You know, I can't look at you and tell you that I am, you know, I work out more than anybody else. I do anything. You know, I try to keep myself as fit as I can. I try to be healthy. I've been less fit throughout the pandemic. I find myself I eat worse when I'm home, and I exercise less when I'm home. When I'm on tour, I exercise more. I eat well because it's, you know, it's easier, you know,
yeah,
and I'm always busy. I'm under the light for about 2 hours every night or 50 minutes or whatever it is. And you know, that's exercising and I'm sweating and I'm,
yeah.
you know, and over here you tend to just kind of want to do a sit up and press the remote.
Right. I for sure have been doing that. So I completely
Yeah. It really takes a lot of willpower for you to get up and say, oh, you know what, let me get on this.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
takes a lot
still
of
trying to
willpower.
work up the mental energy to go to the gym after I'm done with this interview.
Yes. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough.
For sure. So to all the American listeners, the Yankee listeners, can you give 3 words to describe being from Jamaica? Like growing up and
Um,
living just the Jamaican lifestyle.
Pride,
Hmm.
cool, and confidence.
Yes,
Because
that.
well, you know, every Jamaican think they're a star, you know, and cool. It is just that's just facts. You know, Jamaica it's the cool factor. If you look at popular culture, you know, and how this little island has shaped popular culture on a global scale, you know, certainly the cool factor. If you look at all the genres of music, they all are birthed from the culture of Jamaica and the culture of reggae music and dancehall music. So it is definitely the cool factor, you
Yeah.
know, and the pride comes with the people. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, every Jamaican is always wearing their flag and always showing their colors and talking with their accent. So
Hmm.
it's that sense of pride that is really really strong. So those would be the 3 words I think that would definitely
Yeah, you
describe.
can spot a Jamaican a mile away.
Yeah,
Yes,
man,
yeah,
definitely.
totally. So you have this album, Christmas in the Islands. Before we talk about that album, I always remember, especially as a kid, teenager, that everybody would flock to Jamaica for Christmas.
For Christmas, yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, what Jamaica Christmas in Jamaica is a big deal. What can you explain why?
Well, I think a lot of it boils down to a great weather. You know, the weather because it's our Jamaican Christmas. As long as I've known it, has been really about family, friends, and parties. You know, and because we have
Yeah.
great weather, you have like the day party, the night party, the boat
Mhm.
party, the white party. You know, what I mean, the beach party. I mean, and they always be playing a lot of party music. So what I did was just created an album with party music but with a Christmas theme. And I think that that was really needed, especially in these COVID times. And you know, it came out brilliantly. So it's yeah, I think that's the lore is just is the weather, and then the culture and the people just is kind of added bonuses, you know, and the food.
Yeah, I think there's something there though, like because you can go anywhere for nice weather, but
Yeah,
Jamaica in particular,
yeah.
I'm just like there's just something about Jamaica,
Oh,
something about
absolutely.
Jamaica.
I agree with you. I just think I agree with you. I just think it starts with the nice weather, you
Yeah.
know. And if you think about the Caribbean, the Jamaica is the flagship of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So, I have a friend of mine, Rayvon, who's from Barbados, and he's toured with us. And every time, um, people ask him, where is he? Oh, where are you from? Because he was a bunch of Jamaica. Where in Jamaica are you from? And I was like, where are you from? He said, no, I'm from Barbados. And Barbados. Oh, where in Jamaica is that? Oh, which is so,
Like,
I find it funny because most, some of these Americans are,
yeah.
Europeans, just they're not connecting the dots, but so I do think it starts from the weather, but then the culture plays a very, very strong part of it.
Awesome, awesome. I still haven't been to Jamaica for Christmas. I've been to Jamaica every other time of the year.
Well,
Spent
you're
summer
missing
times
out.
there with family.
Yeah, it is actually my favorite time.
Yeah.
It's the best time of the year to be in Jamaica. It's Christmas, the best time, absolutely. I mean, it's just it's in the air, the festivities,
Yeah,
the
it's a
events,
vibe.
the vibe. Yeah, so it's really the best time to be here.
Absolutely. So you have 15 tracks on the album. Do
Hmm.
you have a favorite?
Um, it's tough, because each one is cultivated for a different mood,
Mhm.
and it all depends on what mood. I like Christmas in the Islands because it's with Rayvon, and Raven and I have had such an incredible history from, Big Up to in the summertime to Angel. And we just always, um, his voice and my voices really always go well together, so that's also one of my favorite. But, I also like the traditional classic ones, I mean, I think it's something that I've never really done, and big up to Sting for really pushing me in that direction, and for singing those. And I'm bringing it back into a real reggae dance, or real one drop reggae style of it. So but I just think it's a real great body of work. It's a roller coaster ride of holiday emotions.
Dope, super dope. How long did it take you to actually put the album together?
I started writing it around March, and I think I started really recording around July. And got it together really to the nick of time.
Yeah, you did for sure because it's dropping today.
Yeah, it drops
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
So where can everybody find it?
Well, you could get it on. It's only available digital this time. Next year we'll probably do some physical, so you could get it on all DSPs, you know, all streaming outlets.
Everywhere, everywhere. I
Yeah.
definitely will be downloading it. I got excited by the first track with Sanchez because in my eyes,
It
Sanchez can do
starts.
no
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Well, Sanchez has always been one of my favorite.
Me too.
You know, and he's one of the crooners. Him, Barris,
Yeah,
Barrington Levy. These guys are just, these guys are timeless. They're timeless.
timeless. Yeah.
And but then we ended up using people like featuring people like Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Junior
Mhm.
Reed, another timeless kind of voice right there. We did like Josh Stone, who came
Yeah.
in and gave us that really jazz reggae kind of vibe. And and of course Neo was always just always a delight to make records with. Ding Dong, who's just the energy of Jamaica right now. I think Ding Dong is single-handedly holding up the people's vibe in the pandemic at this point, with all his dancing and his
Hmm.
excitement. And just these wonderful artists, Craigie T, Shensia, Omi. Shensia has really done well for herself, and
Yeah.
I'm just happy that they've blessed me with their vocals on this track.
Dope. Super dope. Like I said, I'm looking forward to streaming it and listening.
Thank you.
And the track list looks amazing. You know what I wanted to ask you outside of this album, how do you feel about being the only dancehall entertainer that has gone diamond? No one else has been able to do it. How do you feel about that?
I think selfishly, I should really feel well, but if you really look at the reality, it's really sad.
Mm,
And it's sad in the sense that dancehall music and reggae music is um, the mother of all genres.
yes, it
You look at
is.
hip hop was born from it.
Yep.
Reggaeton was born from it. Afrobeat has taken from it. Every pop culture there is, as far back from U2 to the Rolling Stones, all the way back, from early ska days, and yet still it's it's had so little success and accolades, I should say,
Yeah.
because it does have a fair amount of success, and it has always been an uphill climb, and it is not as celebrated as it should be, and it's also the lowest streaming genre of all genres. So it's sad, it's we really need to get a movement going, and
Yep.
I'm hoping in me collaborating. I try to use my platform. I find myself in a position of being one of the few who have crossed over and really
Right.
have a big platform. We have I have one of the highest streaming numbers in dancehall and reggae. So I use it to feature as much dancehall and reggae artists as possible. Hence what we did in this album and even some of my previous ones. If you look at the track record of what we've done, I did It Wasn't Me with a little unknown artist by the name of Rick Rock, and I did Angel with an unknown artist called Raven. I Need Your Love with two unknown artists called Mohambi and Fady, and recently we did Banana with another unknown artist by the name of Conqueror. So I try very much to use the platform and to showcase as much dancehall and reggae artists as possible.
It is a great balance. You're doing a really great job with
Oh
that.
yeah, I mean, even somebody like a Neo, who is global superstar. He's not Jamaican, but
Right.
I could have easily just put that record out with myself and Neo, but I thought putting Ding Dong on it was important. Why not use the opportunity
Yes.
to highlight somebody as great as Ding Dong, because he's a phenomenal artist, and yeah, and
Yeah.
Neo was down with that too, so it was cool.
Super dope. Shaggy, we love you. We love you from a long time, and we still love you. We'll always love you. One last question. Would you ever do a versus?
We spoke about the verses with me and Sean. I think the only person I could have done it with is Sean.
Yeah.
And Sharon Burke, who kind of put the verses together in Jamaica, is one of my partners, and so I knew when it was being put together with Beanie and Bounty. I was kind of into the middle of all of the excitement when it was going on, and spoke to Sharon on a daily basis on her putting it together, and we spoke about us. But Sean, at the time where the pandemic is, he was really locked down and wasn't going anywhere, and that kind of happened in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he has, he's also asthmatic, so
okay,
I understand why he didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then, but then Beanie Man and Bounty Killer did it, and they did it so brilliantly,
Yes,
that I would never even consider doing a verses at this point, because of the fact that it was so brilliantly done and brilliantly represented, and nothing should tarnish that.
Yeah, touche. Well, sir, cheers to you. We have to do a toast before I let you leave. You have your drinks? Where's your drinks? Where's your drinks?
I actually don't. No, but oh yes, I do actually. Yeah. It will not be anything alcoholic, but it's a coffee.
All right, no problem. So what are we toasting to? Just
to success, life, and more empathy and love in the world.
Yes, I can dig that. Go. Cheers to you.
All right. Cheers to you, my love. All the best. All right.
All right. I wanted to let you know what I was drinking. You said so you don't drink alcohol?
I do, but I just, not this early.
Okay. I mixed mine with some milk, so hey, I made an excuse. I made an excuse to drink at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so you're having cereal. All right, I got you.
Exactly. Shout out to Mozart Chocolate Liqueur for providing the libations for this beautiful Zoom interview. So thank you again, sir, for being a guest on Quarantini Mimosas. And I'm going to stream Christmas in the Islands. And please keep on being a badass, because we love you.
Right.
And
thank you very much, man.
Everything. All right. So you have a great day, and thank you again.
All the best. All right.
All right.
Have a lovely one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.